Very, very good morning, my dear friends. Very, very good morning, my dear friends. So, we're going to start the session in 30 seconds. Today, we have something important waiting for us, IBPS Clerk exam. Welcome back. Welcome back to English class. You're watching Chandan Logic's English YouTube channel. My name is Sham. How are you all? So, my dear friends, we are going to talk about IBPS Clerk mock test paper explanation in this session. So, guys, are you ready? Because it's been quite a long time. We have been continuously talking about content. We were talking about synonyms. We were talking about antonyms. You remember the last week, I think we discussed a lots of vocabulary. It wasn't easy, I know. Most of you would have found it very tedious and monotonous, continuously emphasizing the vocabulary battle. And this session is going to be slightly different from the other sessions. Is also going to be more important because IBPS students are waiting for this session, I know. And you're watching Chandan Logic's English YouTube channel, and I'll be talking completely in English throughout the session. And you can share this video to your friends and family members preparing for IBPS Clerk. So in this session, we are going to solve a very important IBPS Clerk mock test, okay, 2026. 2026 is a blend of opportunities ranging from banking to CGL and then also state government exams like police as well. Recently, I have come across Airport Authority of India notification, and that's also a good opportunity. Many more notifications are there from the central government and also states. So let's get started. I hope my voice is very clear to all of you. You can hear me clearly, right? Okay. Right, let's get started. IBPS Clerk mock test explanation. You're watching Chandan Logic's English channel. Every morning I come on live, and again a Chandan Logic's Telugu channel I come on live every evening. So my dear friends, and Chandan Logics is offering you a free course where this course has a lots of practice exercises, 7,000 plus practice questions. You can take this and start solving it. So English classes are available for police job aspirants at a very reasonable price. You can get it done. I think today's session started with passage. Today's session started with passage. So what I'll do is I'll explain this passage in a very brief way, because I don't think it's easy for you to zoom in and read this passage. I don't know. So I'll give you some confidence by reading the paragraph all by myself, so that builds a little confidence within you. And I think you know the procedure how to go about with a passage. The step number one is don't directly read the paragraph. Understand the gist of the paragraph, what he's trying to talk about. When the two brothers, Dukrin Roy and Chindam Roy, set out in the morning with axes in their hands to work their daily labors, their two wives were hurling insults and abuses each other. I think this is a kind of story, maybe a kind of moral story or a kind of fable. So this is a very simple story. So frankly, reading stories is a game. So Sai, very good morning. So I think Sai, you were always asking about reading comprehension, I remember. So Sai, why don't you try this? Why don't you read this paragraph and why don't you read this paragraph and get the answers done? Is it possible for you to zoom in on your mobile phone and read this paragraph? Is it possible? I don't know. Is it possible for you to zoom in and read this passage? Is it visible for you? Is it lucid to read it? Is it fathomable? Or is it obscure? Or is it vague? So then I'll do one thing. If you people can read it on your mobile phone, read this story, I will give you maybe 120 seconds time. Okay, your time starts now. I'm going to give you 120 seconds time. Is it possible for you to zoom in and read the story? Yes, very good, Vishnu, very good. So 120 seconds only time, not more than that, only 120 seconds. Start the passage, everybody. Start the passage. Time starts now, 120 seconds. It's a simple story. So Sai, fix a target here, 120 seconds, you should finish it. Exactly, your time starts now. 8:09 is the time, 8:11 is the deadline. I will not disturb you for 120 seconds. Last 60 seconds, dear. Last 60 seconds. Read the story. I want you to read the story. I don't want answers. I want you to read the story in 120 seconds. Yeah. So I have given you enough time. Do you need more time to read a story? Not needed, no? Reading story should be your strength. Reading paragraph should be your strength. It's my turn now. See how quickly I read it. When the two brothers Rui and Rui set out in the morning with axes in their hands to work as daily laborers, their two wives were hurling insults and abuses dash each other, but like other natural noises, the neighbors had become used to this shouting. As soon as they heard them, they would say to one another, "There they go again." There was nothing unexpected about their quarreling every day. This was just their normal undeviating behavior. Just as nobody questions the rising of the sun in the east, nobody in the neighborhood was curious about why the two sister-in-laws started quarreling in the morning each day. There is no doubt that the discord between the two wives affected the two husbands much more than it did their neighbors. But even the two brothers did not consider it to be a serious problem. The two brothers considered domestic life as a long journey on a bullock cart, and the ceaseless creaking noises and jerking movements of springless wheels were only a natural, necessary part of the journey. In fact, on days when their home was quiet and a heavy silence hung over it, they were afraid that some unnatural, unforeseen danger was about to happen. They didn't know what to expect. On the day when our story begins, the two brothers returned home just before evening, tired from their labors. The house was utterly still. The heat outside was stifling. In the evening, there was a slight shower and a heavy cloud still hung overhead. There was not a breath of wind in the air. The jungle around the house and the weeds had grown luxuriantly during the monsoon, and the thick, heavy smell, of rotting vegetation, off-rotting vegetation from the waterlogged jute fields stood like motionless walls around the house. A frog was croaking from the swamp behind the cowshed, and still evening sky full of the sounds of crickets. In the distance, the Padma, swollen with monsoon, rains and overhung with new clouds, so looked ominous. Ominous? Dangerous. Nearby, the paddy fields were already flooded and the water lapped close to human habitations. The force of the sweeping waters had uprooted a few mangoes and jackfruit trees, whose roots clawed the empty air-like fingers desperately outspread to clutch something firm. So guys, as a banking job aspirant, what is ultimately expected of you is you must be equipped with strong reading skills and understanding skills. No compromise. As a student, you must have strong reading skills and quick reading skills. So this is a story of two brothers who went out on their duty, but their wives were always quarreling. So this story is about the wives fighting with each other has become so common norm, and if they don't fight, that's the problem. The wives were constantly fighting, and the surprising fact is if they don't fight, that becomes unnatural. The neighbors also got used to that, and the husbands also have no problem because they have no other option, of course, practically. So this is a very, very simple passage, guys. Nothing difficult, no interesting story. This is not a very interesting story. This is no surprise, no climax twist, no interval, no item song, no mashallah in the story, no comedy, nothing. Just like a good, simple Malayalam movie. So now can I have your answers? This is not like a Telugu movie. It looks like a Malayalam movie, correct? Simple story. What did the two brothers consider domestic life? According to the two brothers, what is the domestic life here? So according to them, their domestic life was compared to a bullock cart. Their domestic life was compared to a bullock cart. And you know the way it was compared? When you go on a bullock cart, you will have some problems, sound, noises, ups and downs, jumping and dancing. That's how the life should be. Yeah, that's fine. So that's how the life should be. You will have a lot of problems, you will have a lot of disturbances, but that's how the life should be. That's how the life should be. So according to the paragraph, the swamp was behind what? You remember? According to the paragraph, the swamp was behind what? The swamp was behind what? According to the paragraph, the swamp was behind what? Any guess, my dear friends? If you remember the paragraph, the swamp was behind what? Any guess? See here. The swamp was behind cowshed. Here is the answer. So the swamp was behind the cowshed. The swamp was behind the cowshed. The swamp was behind the cowshed. Okay. And now you see the third question. The two brothers did not consider it a serious problem. What does it refer to? Don't look at the options. I think the options in the bottom are not visible to you. That's fine, no problem. I'll talk to the team and ask them to keep it, more visible next time. But you don't have to depend on the options. I'm asking you a question today. There is a sentence that says the two brothers did not consider it a serious problem. What is it? Any guess? The two brothers did not consider it to a serious problem. So what is it there? Naturally, what is it? The conflict between the two wives. Not neighbors, Vishnu. Not neighbors. Neighbors are not fighting. Neighbors are happy. Only the wives are fighting. Only the wives are fighting. So the two wives of the two brothers are fighting every day. And the husbands have no problem. They are okay. They are not worried about it because they accepted it as a universal fact. Like the sun rises in the east. How, confident we are about it. How natural process it is. Similarly, so the wives fighting was a natural process, right? Okay. According to the paragraph, the still evening sky was full of the sounds of what? Any guess? Any guess? In the evening, there was a sky full of sounds of what? Sounds of? Any guess, my dear? Any guess, my dear? Any guess, my dear? Any guess, my dear? Yes, the sounds of what? See? The sounds of, where was that in the paragraph? Can anybody tell me where that is located in the passage? From the bottom, can you tell me the line number? Sound of, see? Here is the answer. Sounds of crickets. Sounds of crickets. Answer is simple, no? Sounds of crickets. Sounds of crickets. See, as a banking aspirant, your reading skills should be perfect, dear. Your reading skills should be perfect. So now I think there is a sentence given here. Now you need to find out the filling the blank. Okay, filling the blank. So what will the filling the blank? So here there is a blank. Preposition is the question. Can you find the answer? If you can't see the options, don't worry. It's a simple preposition question. So you can answer without depending on the options. The two wives were hurling insults and abuses dash each other. So the two wives were every day hurling the insults and abuses dash each other. The two wives were hurling and abusing insults dash each other. What is a preposition? See, always remember hurling stones at. This, some people were hurling stones at each other. Hurling stones at. It is a preposition, dear. It is a direct question from the topic preposition. You don't have to worry about it. It is a preposition here. It's a preposition. Hurling stones at each other. Hurling stones at each other. Hurling stones at each other. So the students or the protesters were hurling stones at the police. Preposition. It's a direct preposition question. Hurling stones at. Okay. So direct vocabulary now comes. What is the antonym of the word ceaseless? You don't have to depend on the options. You don't have to depend on the options, dear. It's a simple vocabulary question. What is the antonym of the word ceaseless? Any guess? What is the antonym of the word ceaseless? Any guess? What is the meaning of the word ceaseless? Ceaseless means continuous. Ceaseless means continuous. Which is the synonym to incessant, continuous. Perpetual, continuous, continual, and interminable. So the answer is intermittent. Intermittent. Ceaseless opposite intermittent. See? Ceaseless opposite continue. Ceaseless means continuous. Incessant. Continuous. Perpetual. Opposite is intermittent. Intermittent means something which is not continuous. Intermittent means something which is not continuous. Intermittent means something which is not continuous. Okay. So what is the synonym of the word discord, my dear friends? Any answer? Simple word. I think surprisingly today morning Hindu paper editorial had this vocabulary called discord, dissent. Discord, dissent. What is the synonym of the word discord? Discord, dissent. Discord, dissent. Yes, that's what I said. I know today's options are not visible, but you should have the confidence to answer my question. Shyam sir is asking you, what is the opposite of ceaseless? Again, you are asking me about the options. I told you very clearly, Sai, improve your listening skills and improve your patience. Sai, am I clear? You should have a lots of patience and listening skills. 10 minutes before, I told you, Sai, today's session, in this presentation, options are not visible in the bottom. I'll talk to the technical team and I will ask them to rectify from tomorrow. I have already said that, Sai. Again, you are talking about the options, which shows you are not a good listener and you don't have enough patience. I know you cannot see the options, but answer my question. What is the opposite of ceaseless? Forget about the options. You tell me what is the opposite of ceaseless. Simple. In our life, what is important is listening. God has given 2 ears and 1 mouth. Talk less, listen more. Listening skills are important. Tomorrow, you may become bank manager, but you should be a good listener. If a customer comes to you, you should know how to listen to the customer. Listening skills are very important. Patience is important. I told you, discord. What is a me? Forget about the options. I am not asking you to see the options. Forget about the options. I am asking you, what is the synonym of discord? Your knowledge is important. Discord means disagree. Discord means dissent. Discord means dispute. Discord means fight. Discord means rift. Discord means fight. Discord means rift. Discord means tussle. Yes, I. Yeah. I am asking you a question. What is the synonym of discord? Whatever vocabulary you know about discord, you have to message in the comment section. See how Vishnu is messaging? I asked you discord synonyms. If you know the synonyms of discord, simply you give me the answer. Don't talk about a problem continuously, Sai. It is a bad habit. It shows pessimism, nagging. It shows nagging attitude. 15 minutes before, I have already told you today options are not visible. So you have to be professional and understand it and find a solution. The solution is simple. I am asking you, what is the synonym of discord? And you have to tell me the synonym of discord is dispute, fight, tussle, rift, trifle, dissent, opposition, rebellion. I am asking your vocabulary knowledge to bring out. Don't focus on problem every time. Focus on the solution. Okay. So there are three sentences here. Forget about the options. If you can see the three sentences, identify among those three sentences, which is the correct. Only 30 seconds time. Which is the correct? Only 30 seconds time. 30 seconds time. 30 seconds time. 30 seconds time. Targeting. I am telling you, Sai, when you message me something, I have to respond. I am not a dumb fellow. When you give me a message, when you tell me something, when you ask me a question, it is my job to give you answer. If I don't answer, again you will message, sir, you are not responding to me. Okay? So when you give me a doubt, it's my job to give you answer. And my answer depends on your question. Simple. My answer depends on your question. You politely ask me a question, I'll politely answer you. As simple as it. As a student, you should know how to behave, how to talk, how politely you should ask a question to the faculty, and how politely I should listen to the class, and how I have to focus. Okay, Sai. Not only Sai, anybody. If someone were in your place also, I would say the same. I don't know who you are even. If not Sai, some Suman, some Ramesh, some Ganesh. I will respond to every message, but I want good questions from you. Professional behavior. What is the right option? What is the right option? The conflict between the two wives affected the two husbands. No. Because throughout the paragraph, there was one point. Sai, I have to tell you, not only to Sai, to anybody. Understand, it is difficult for a faculty to teach when some people simply keep on messaging something, because I have a camera in front of me, I have a monitor in front of me, I have a computer beside me. For example, a student sends a message and the faculty sees the message. If that message is disturbing the faculty, he cannot focus on the class. Learn some manners and understand teaching is not a joke. When a teacher is teaching, when there is someone who sends a message, and when that message is disturbing the faculty, or when there is a student asking a question, the faculty has to respond. I can't ignore the messages. If I ignore the messages, again the same student will ask the faculty, sir, you are not responding to my messages. So the simple solution is, don't put messages because you have a mobile in your hand. Only when you message the answers to the question. Or if there is a genuine doubt, learn how to message your doubt. You are not school kids anymore. I believe you are enough matured. Even yesterday I was taking some YouTube marathon session somewhere. There was one student who was messaging a wrong message. I have given him very strong answer. It is important to learn in today's generation to respect the faculty. When you put a message, you should have some politeness. You should have some respect. Teachers are not jokers. Teachers are not buffoons. Teachers are not jokers. Teachers are not buffoons. Standing 10 hours, 15 hours in a day is not a joke. Talking, the vocal cord gets cracked. The vocal cord gets cancer. We get voice cancer, throat cancer. So you should understand when you put a message in the comment section, is this really needed? If this is a genuine doubt, I will put a message. Or not, don't put any message. That's a very important. I think today most of the students have to learn minimum manners. Sorry to say. Most of the students should learn some good manners, how to respect a teacher, how not to disturb a teacher while the teacher is teaching the class. Not only in my class, in other classes also I see, the lecturer is teaching, somebody will send a message. Sir, how much time we should wait? For example, the class should start at, for example, 8 o'clock. Not only my class I am talking in general. Don't misunderstand Sai. Don't misunderstand Vishnu. I'm talking about a serious problem today in the online classes. Some other faculty, yesterday I was going through some other YouTube video, there was a lady faculty who was putting the presentation, she was getting it ready. And the messages were so bad. Madam, how much time we should wait? It's already 8 p.m. We are waiting for you. You can't waste our time. Arey Buddha, learn some manners. Your parents have to teach you some manners. If you are so busy, do the work. The faculty is getting the presentation ready and the students were simply putting, Madam, what is this? You can't waste our time. Then get lost. See, this is 2026, which means our maturity should be better than tribal areas, uncivilized, Many hundreds of years ago, we were uncivilized. See, getting updated technology doesn't mean our maturity dies. Our maturity should increase. Our respect to the people. We should respect each other, politeness. And then some student messaged in the class to that madam, lady faculty. Madam, today your sari is beautiful. What nonsense is that? If I were in that madam's place, I would use vulgar words to abuse the student. I don't hesitate. Shyam sir is not so nice. I'm a good teacher, but I am not a very good human. I am not very kind human, no. My behavior depends on others' behavior. I'm like a mercury. I'm like a mercury. Yeah. Day by day, sorry to say, day by day, there is a lot of uncivilization happening in education, in politics, in the traffic. Human beings have to learn how to be humans, first of all, and how to respect each other. Patience is gone. Patience is gone. Respect is gone. I think even tomorrow you become bank managers, doesn't make any difference. You should respect the customers tomorrow. You should respect your colleagues. Tomorrow you are the bank manager. You should respect the clerk. You should respect your security guard. You should respect your security guard. You should respect the office staff. You should respect the ayah. You should respect everybody. Sorry, I got diverted. I mean, these days, I'm unhappy with how people behave around. In teaching also, I'm not very happy. Not only in online classes, in offline classes also. When the teacher is teaching, somebody will sleep in the class. Somebody will check his mobile phone. Somebody will talk on the mobile phone in the classroom. Somebody will simply go out as though it is a cinema theater. Where is the respect? And because of such behavior, what will happen, I'll tell you. Slowly the commitment of the teacher falls down. See, a teacher will have the commitment only if students have the commitment and sincerity, discipline. If the students are not disciplined, slowly what happens? Slowly, that is what Sai, this is your problem. This is your problem. Because I am talking about people like you, Sai. So you don't want to listen to me. No, Sai, I will not continue. I want to talk about discipline today, the whole session. You want to be in the class or leave the class? It's up to you. Today I don't want to continue this IBPS paper. I want to completely talk about maturity and discipline, Sai. That's the wrong message. I'm talking and you can't message like, okay sir, continue. Which means you're asking me to stop talking? How impolite you are, Sai. Do you talk to your father also like this? No. I don't want any more messages like this. Anywhere. Sai, can you stop messaging? That's a solution to the problem. If you stop messaging, if you seriously want English class, come, listen to my class and leave the class. Don't message anything, Sai, except the subject doubt. When the teacher is talking, how can you ask the teacher to continue the subject? I'll tell you, Sai, character is more important than IBPS job. I'm not targeting about you. I'm targeting every immature person. Why should I target you? Who the hell are you to me? I don't even know you. And my enemies are stronger. I don't have small enemies. My enemies are very strong. Don't disturb a faculty by putting some silly, unprofessional, disturbing messages. That's the lesson of the day. We are still in the question number 8. We have 22 questions more. You have a mobile in your hand. Don't simply message nonsense in the comment section. If you have a doubt about the subject, ask politely or don't message anything. This is first time. This is last time. You know I am a person with a lots of patience. That doesn't mean don't keep testing my patience. That's not insult to me. I don't care. That's the insult to your parents and your manners, your education. This is the first time I'm talking in this tone, and this should be the last time. I can't waste my time talking about this every time. Don't message silly messages. If you have a doubt about subject, keep that message. Character, behavior is more important than IBPS job and money. So the two wives' bad behavior disturbed the husbands? No, they were not disturbed. The neighborhood was curious about why the two sister-in-laws were starting quarrel. Do you think that neighbors were curious? Do you think the neighbors were curious? And what is the question asked here? What is the question asked here? Which of the following is correct according to the passage? Which of the following is correct according to the passage? Okay. So do you think, my dear friends, the neighbors were curious to know? The neighbors were curious to know? The neighbors were curious to know? No, the neighbors were not curious to know. The two wives were in friendly relations with each other? No. The conflict between the two wives affected the husbands. The neighborhood was curious about why the two sister-in-laws started quarreling. No, this is also wrong. Then how can this happen? All the three are wrong. How can this happen? All the three are wrong. How can this happen? All the three are wrong. But what is the question given here? What is the question given here? Which of the following is correct? What is the question here? Which of the following is correct? Which of the following is correct? Arey yaar, see in the given paragraph, it was never mentioned that they were not at all affected. The husbands were affected. The husbands were affected. But they didn't take it too seriously. That is the answer. Naturally, any wife who makes a mess out of anything, husband would naturally get affected. So naturally what happens is, husband is affected, but husband did not take it seriously. Husband did not take it seriously. That is the exercise. Okay. So illicit. Yeah. I'll slightly speed up my process because I don't want to waste my time on anything nonsense from today. Illicit, the meaning of the word illicit means spurious. Illicit means very bad. Illicit means very fake. The police were cracking down illicit drugs. 100% correct, dear. 100% correct. Because illicit drug means very bad drugs. I can call illicit means illegal. Illicit means what? Illegal. Okay, illegal. Illicit drug is correct. He went on a vacation on rest on illicit beaches. There is no meaning to that. The company was close to illicit practices. 100% correct. So 1 and 3 both are correct. 1 and 3 both are correct. 1 and 3 both are correct. Because illicit means something illegal. Plummet. What is a beautiful vocabulary called plummet, my dear friends? Can you find the answer? What is the meaning of the word plummet? What is the meaning of the word plummet? Anybody answer? Anybody answer? Plummet means something that decreases suddenly. Plummet means something that decreases suddenly. You know, something that decreases suddenly. He plummeted his book. No. The value of the currency is going to plummet. Means the value of the currency is going to come down, decrease. The mountain climber was careful not to plummet. Decrease, come down. 2 and 3 both are right. So my dear friends, plummet means decrease, come down. Plummet means decrease, come down. Plummet means decrease, come down. So we have here, I think, a new venture from Chandan Logics. We have the Kingmaker. It's a beautiful book. I'm sure you already know this information. You can take this opportunity, and this is a class notes. And for a teacher to make this kind of innovation is not a joke. You need to have some commitment, high level of dedication. What about the students? So 0 to Hero 2.0 is a good batch that we are offering. 6.0 Champions batch is an beautiful course. SSC CGL. Yes, now we have a wonderful closed test. We have 5 questions, but I think now this closed test is talking about some tough vocabulary. So maybe the first question I'm going to give you only 10 seconds. Quick answer. Only 10 seconds, quick answer. Only 10 seconds, quick answer. Only 10 seconds, quick answer. 10 seconds, quick answer. Only 10 seconds, quick answer. Only 10 seconds, quick answer. Tom and Jerry is an American animated media dash. So it is a media what? It is a media franchise. Everybody knows this. Like when we talk about Tom and Jerry, when we talk about Tom and Jerry, so Tom and Jerry is absolutely it's a kind of media franchise. So Tom and Jerry is a kind of media franchise. It is a media program. Tom and Jerry is a kind of media franchise. It's a media program. It's one of the most popular franchises. It's one of the most popular franchises. It's a media franchise. It's a media program. Okay. It is not frivolous. Do you know frivolous? Frivolous means unimportant. If you're talking about some unimportant thing, it's called frivolous. Superficial is not very deep. Superficial is not very deep. Not very deep. Emotional and poignant are very close. You're talking about Tom and Jerry franchise. It's a Tom and Jerry franchise. Okay. Tom and Jerry franchise. Can you try the second answer? Only 10 seconds time, not more than that. 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 Yes. If I were a student, I would do a smart work. I will use Shamsar's shortcut. Progress is a positive word. Rival is a negative word. Content is a positive word. Conquered is a positive word. Continue is a positive word. So rival is the answer. I don't even look at the paragraph. I only look by the shortcuts. I don't look at the paragraph. I look by the shortcuts. Rivalry is the only reverse word. So that's the answer. That's Shams's shortcut. Can you try the third answer in 10 seconds? Only 10 seconds time. You people should be very smart. Your brains have to be very sharp and absolutely focused. Absolutely focused. Absolutely focused. If you are smart enough, you will get the answer in 10 seconds. If you are smart enough, you will get the answer in 10 seconds. So now I think we were talking about the fifth question or fourth question. Third question. Yes, third question. Here is the rivalry. And that is over. Now third answer. Which of the following should fill the number 3? See how simple this is. How simple this is. The plots of each shot usually center on Tom and Jerry's dash attempts. Numerous attempts. See? Numerous attempts. Numerous means a lot of attempts. Numerous means contentment means satisfaction. Contentment means happiness, dear. Contentment means satisfaction. Contentment means happy, dear. So we say numerous attempts. Numerous means a lot of. Numerous means a plenty. Numerous means a lot of. Numerous means a plenty. Okay, plenty. Okay. Haughty. What is the meaning of haughty? Means very careless, arrogant. Haughty means very careless, very arrogant. Numerous means a lot of. Affable means is also very friendly. Affable is very friendly. I think you know emoluments. Tomorrow when you get the bank job, you will have your own emoluments. You know, benefits and all that. Benefits and all that. Benefits and all that. Okay. So benefits and all that. So numerous atoms is the answer. Numerous atoms is the answer. Can you try the fourth question? Can you try the fourth question? Only 10 seconds time. 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 Yes, my dear friends. Only 10 seconds time. Only 10 seconds time. Yes. I think here we have good tough vocabulary standard here. So if you observe, so he rarely dash in getting the best. See, he rarely dash in getting the best. He rarely succeeds in getting the best. My friend rarely succeeds in, my friend rarely succeeds in winning chess with me. I and my friend, we often play chess, but my friend rarely succeeds in winning the game. So rarely succeeds in getting the best. Rarely succeeds in getting the best. Okay. I'll also give you some idea of the other vocabulary as well. And flounder means struggle. You're struggling with somebody. You need help. That's called flounder. Everybody knows precede. Precede, succeed. Precede means something before. And preface, I think, is an important vocabulary. Preface to the Indian Constitution. Preface is introduction. Thresh. What is the meaning of thresh? Thresh means, separating grains from plant. For example, there is rice crop, and you separate the grains from the plant. You separate the grains from the plant. That is called thresh. That is called thresh. You separate grains from the plant. That is called thresh. That is called thresh. That is called threshed. Thresh means you separate grains from the plant. Can you try the answer number 5? Vocabulary number 5. Answer please. Yes. You should be able to answer in not more than 10 seconds, dear. So despite their endless attacks on one another, they have saved each other's life every time. Exception the two musketeers, which features an. Array, yeah, you should be smart enough. I don't know how many of you have noticed this. How many of you have noticed this? An, an uncharacteristic. You can't use an before all these words. Katham. That is my shortcut. That is my shortcut. I don't know whether you're able to get the shortcuts. I don't know whether you are able to find the shortcuts. If you miss this simple shortcut, I think you are making a mistake. Yes, only one vowel. An uncharacteristic. An uncharacteristic. You don't even have to worry about the other options as well. I think we have 3 questions. 16, 17, 18, 19. 4 questions. Spotting error. So first question only 20 seconds time. Where is the error? First question 20 seconds time. Where is the error? Where is the error? First question 20 seconds time. Where is the error? Where is the error? Where is the error? I think this is a very important point every student should learn. Although the shooting has been stopped for now, but the destruction left behind is enormous. So whenever we have this expression although, you don't have to use again but, because although already has the same meaning of but. If you use again but, it becomes superfluous. It's like although Ravi is weak, he came to the class, that's all. Although Ravi is weak, he came to the class, that's all. Here you cannot say although Ravi is weak, but he came to the class. Although, but are always synonymous. You don't have to use but. Still, if you feel like using something because you are not happy, you can use yet. Although yet is acceptable, but although but is not acceptable. Although is there, so you don't have to use but. Although is there, so you don't have to use but. Can you try the next question, question number 88? Only 20 seconds. Only 20 seconds. I think this is the easiest question in today's paper. 17th question. Yes. Last 5 seconds. I'm waiting for your answer. This is the easiest question in the complete question paper. This is the easiest question in the complete question paper today. I think there is like faster when. Faster when is wrong. You must say faster than. Of course, there is a space problem here. Space problem here. Anyways, I hope you will understand small, typo errors. So faster when what? You should say faster than. You can't say faster when. You must say faster than. You can't say faster when. You must say faster than. Question number 18. Only 10 seconds. They feared to spare the farmer lest he would report the matter to the king. Answer. I think easy question. I don't know how many of you know this rule. When lest comes, you can't use would, you have to use should. When lest comes, you can't use would, you have to use should. Lest follows should. Lest follows should. Lest follows should. Lest follows should. Lest means the meaning comes like, it is actually a conjunction. It is actually a conjunction. There is a rule in conjunction called when lest comes, should come. When lest comes, should come. Okay, lest plus should. Lest plus should. The meaning comes like in case. Lest meaning comes like in case. Lest meaning comes like in case. In case. Lest meaning comes like in case. No, lest is not let. Lest means in case. In case if you again make this mistake, I'll punish you. In case if you again cross your limits, I will reprimand you. So lest means in case. Lest follows should. Lest follows should. Lest follows should. Lest follows should. Can you try the question number 19 answer? Spotting error. Spotting error. I think this is also a very simple question, dear. You can't use committee were. How simple this is. You have to use committee was. You can't use committee were. You have to use committee was. The committee was made up of. I'll repeat all the four errors once so that you will get the clarity. When in a sentence although is there, don't use but. And here you're comparing faster is comparative degree. So faster than, not faster when, faster than. And when lest comes, you have to use should. When lest comes, you have to use should. And committee were is problem, committee was. Committee were is problem, committee was. Okay. So I think here we have a very, very easy level of jumble. Only 10 seconds time. I want you to apply 100% shortcuts. 100% shortcuts. Only 10 seconds. 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 Yes. Now I'll tell you my shortcut of doing it. If you are reading the sentences again, you are making a mistake. My shortcut is simple. Were better at dash. Were. See the levels of education. See were better at. Usually better at. After at there should be some place. Or if verb comes, ing should come. So better at explaining outcomes. Better at explaining outcomes. Better at explaining outcomes. So E follows C. E follows C. Option 1 is right. Because you can't start with you can't start with metropolitan countries. Better you start with a recent study. A study happened on metropolitan counties. A study happened on. But anyways, I don't want to explain much this because it is actually a simple exercise. Easy level jumble. Easy level jumble. Bankers Achievers batch is for you. You can take this opportunity. Railway students have the best support here, and target Kaki police job aspirants can get it. Okay, 21. Only 10 seconds time. I don't want you to read the sentences. I want you to tell me in shortcuts. Only 10 seconds time. Be fast. Be sharp. Be sharp. Be sharp. What is the answer here? Yes. Yes, my dear friends. If I were a student, I would apply a very simple shortcut here. Health status of, whose status? Health status of family or health status of patient? Naturally, health status of patient. So DE. And here there is DE. Here there is DE. No DE. And here DE. Here DE. See, almost like 4 options we have DE. So this trick doesn't work. But now identify the first statement whether it is A or C. What is A? The family and the patient on. There is no meaning. You can't start with A. Now you have to start with C. So now here see CAD, CAB. The medical team guides the family and patient on the health status of. Yes, easy. 4th option, easy. You have to read it fast. You have to read it absolutely fast. You have to read it absolutely fast. Question number 22, please. Only 10 seconds. Question number 22, please. Only 10 seconds. Only 10 seconds. Only 10 seconds. Only 10 seconds. You should find the answer in less than 10 seconds. That's the skill you need to develop here. Yes, my dear friends. I'll tell you a wonderful preposition rule here. Proximity to. It is a preposition rule. Proximity to. So the meaning of the word proximity to means close to, near. Proximity to means close to, near. Proximity to means close to, near. When we say proximity to, it is close to, it is near to. So naturally BA is fine. So here there is no BA, no BA, no BA. Now you have BAC and BAD. If you read, you will understand BAC is the right answer. Being in close proximity to the family keeps the patient psychologically upbeat. Keeps the patient psychologically happy. Okay, right. Now we have a very interesting section called wrongly spelt. So wrongly spelt word, wrongly spelt word. So can you try which is the word which is wrongly spelt word? Wrongly spelt word. Dining residence week later. So dining residence week later. Wrongly spelt word. How easy the question is. Any student would play with this, right? So dining, the right answer should be only one N. D-I-N-I-N-G, dining. It could be only one, dining. It should be only dining. It should be only dining, okay? Can you try the 24th answer? Yes. Criminal's agreeable suspicion. Criminal's agreeable suspicion and lid. This is also the word, underlined word. Lid. Criminal's agreeable suspicion. Yes. Answer please. We don't lead a life. We don't lead a life. We lead a life. See? Lead life. What is leading life? It should be leading. You don't lead a life. You lead a life. Correct. You don't lead a life. You lead a life. Correct. Yes or no, my dear friends? You don't lead a life. You lead a life. Correct. So now we have line. We have gloomy. We have stiffly, accented. How easy the questions are. I want you to be very sharp. So Romil is tall and lean. We're talking about a person's physical features. He's a tall guy, he's a lean guy, not line. He's a tall and lean guy. He's a tall and lean guy. He's a tall and lean guy. Last 5 questions, fatafat. The loud construction noise outside dash her headache. Any answer? Any answer? The loud noise dash her headache. The loud noise aggravated her headache. What is the meaning of aggravate? Make worse, increase. Aggravate is make worse, increase. So desiccate means no water, dry. Desiccate means no water, dry, no water, dry. Obsolete means no use. Obsolete means no use, outdated. Obsolete means no use, outdated, 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 outdated. Okay. I think these both are very close. Intricate and involute, complicated. Intricate and involute is complicated. Very complicated, you know, very complicated. Very complicated. So the loud noise aggravated her headache. Aggravated the headache. Can you try the question number 27? Her dash smile masked her true intentions. That's the answer. Her dash smile masked her true intentions. So masked means she is acting, she is faking, she is cheating, deceitful. She is acting, she is cheating, deceitful, deceitful. Okay. I think these are very close synonyms. Genial is very friendly, very polite, very courteous, very friendly, very polite, very courteous. Rigorous is very hard. So she is cheating here. Deceitful smile. Can you try the 28th question in 10 seconds? Can you try the 28th question in 10 seconds? Yes. I'll give you a clue here. I'll give you a clue. She became dash her in relationship, taking her partner for granted. See, taking the partner for granted. When you take somebody for granted means you are not serious. You are not serious. Complacent. Complacent means you are not serious about something. Complacent means you are not serious about something. You are not serious about something, that is called complacent. You are not serious about something. Okay. Impeccable is perfect. Impeccable is perfect, perfect. Elegant, beautiful. Elegant is so beautiful. So notional means not very practical but theory. It is a notion, it is a theory. Effervescent is also very beautiful. Effervescent is also very attractive. So complacent means not serious, careless. Complacent means not serious, careless. 29th question, fast. 29th question, fast. Yes. The legend says that anyone who attempts to steal the treasure dash in a mysterious manner, perishes. Perishes means dies. Anybody who makes that mistake will die. That is the meaning of the sentence. Anybody who make that mistake will die. Perish means die. Perish means die. So propel means push. Propel means motivate, push, encourage. So mutate and transmute are very close, like change. You know, mutation, transmutation, change. Hasten means fast. Hasten means speed up the process, speed up the process. So anybody who makes that mistake will perish. Anybody who makes that mistake will die. Will die. Will die. Last question today. He dashed that. He presumed that. What is the meaning of presume? Assume. He assumed that everyone knew about the change. So change in plans. Plans. Future. 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 So future. Future. He assumed that everybody knows the plans. He assumed. He imagined. He predicted. Okay. So persist means continue. Persist means continue. Resent means sad, unhappy. Suspend, everybody knows. Impede means discourage. Impede means trouble. Impede means discourage. Impede means trouble. Please write the running notes, whatever you have learnt in this session, if you have learnt anything good.